Good morning, students. Our session of corporate finance. Today we are going to start our new unit, that is unit number 4, dividend decision. In unit number 3, we already completed 3 different chapters, that is inventory management, cash management, and the last one is receivable management. So in unit number 3, there were 3 chapters, and initially we completed the second unit. The name of the unit is working capital. So already two units are completed, that is unit number 2 and unit number 3. In total we complete 4 chapters, that is working capital, inventory management, cash management, and receivables. So now from today we are going to start the new unit, that is unit number 4. It is about dividend decision. And then after the completion of unit number 4, we are going to have the explanation of our first unit. That unit number 1 was remaining. So let's see the syllabus content of dividend decision. In that we are going to discuss the introduction, meaning and definition of dividend decision. Then after we will see the significance of it, types of dividend, factors affecting dividend policy, determinants of dividend policy, dividend policies, different dividend policies, and in that we are going to have the stable dividend policy and irregular or flexible dividend policy will be there. So in this chapter we are going to have the explanation of the dividend, which is going to be announced by the management, that is by the organization, to their shareholders. Now dividend decision, here organization management is going to take few decisions about the dividend policy. That first and foremostly, which types of dividend is going to be announced by the organization, how much dividend is going to be declared, or how much dividend will be declared by the organization, which dividend policy is suitable for the organization. So these all things is going to be decided in this dividend decision. Now dividend decision is really very crucial one. It is really very important one, because a proper payment of dividend to our shareholders, that brings the benefit of wealth maximization to the organization. If dividend is not declared in a proper manner, in a proper ratio, then definitely the shareholders will not get a proper response from the organization. So they are not satisfied with the dividend policy of the company, and in a near future, if the organization will continue with the same aspect, that is to not declare the dividend, at the same time they will lose the concept of wealth maximization and the benefit of market share, the benefit of value creation is not going to be there in the management. So, when the company is getting maximum profit, if the earning of the organization is really very high, at that time few expectations are there in the mind of shareholders that company will declare proper dividend to them, because as a shareholder they provides their main capital to the company when the company is in the need of money. So now here the proportion of dividend is going to be decided by the organization on the basis of our investors' expectation and the market scenario, that how market is going to react when you are going to declare the dividend or when you are not going to declare the dividend. And apart from the proportion of dividend, it is also necessary for the organization, that is to make a sufficient proportion of net profit for the satisfaction of the internal financial requirement of the organization, that is about the retained earning. So the concept of retained earning will not be ignored by organization. So when the profit maximize in each and every year, then again a crucial decision needs to take, and that decision is about the dividend decision. So now let's see the introduction and meaning part of dividend. Dividend decision refers to the decision making mechanism of the management to declare dividends. It is crucial for the top management to determine the proportion of earning distributable as the dividend at the end of every reporting period. A company's ultimate objective is the maximization of shareholders' wealth. Yes, only with declaring a proper dividend to our shareholders, we are able to maximize our shareholders' wealth. It must therefore be very vigilant about its profit sharing policies to retain the faith of the shareholders. We need to sustain the faith of our shareholders towards our organization by paying sufficient dividend to them. Because at the end of the financial year, each and every shareholders are expecting a proper dividend from the organization. Dividend payout policies derived remarkable importance by virtue of being a bridge between the company and the shareholders for profit sharing. Without an organized dividend policy, it would be difficult for the investors to judge the intention of the management. Yes, if the organization is not clear about the dividend payout proportion, dividend payout ratio, then but natural, it is difficult for the investor, that is to decide whether to continue with the particular organization or whether to make an investment in that particular unit or not, if the dividend policy is not clear. The dividend policies of an organization have a significant bearing on the market value of shares. Yes, if dividend is declared in a proper manner, then definitely the market value of shares will goes high. And if the market value of the stocks will increase by adopting a proper dividend policy, then it will result in the creation of goodwill. And if the goodwill goes up, then definitely the company is able to maximize their trading profit by adopting a normal dividend policy in the organization. Dividend must be distributed in line with the industry standards. Yes, the company is going to declare the dividend which is decided by their industrial norms and regulations. The shareholders will otherwise pursue this variability negatively. Yes, if as per the industrial standard, if the company fails to declare dividend to their shareholder, then definitely the investors will not continue with the particular organization. Now let's see the meaning of dividend decision. The dividend decision refers to a long-term strategic policy established by the management about the split of the earning per share between the dividend per share and the proportion of the retained earning. Here, organization is going to take a crucial decision between the dividend per share and retained earning, because both the decisions are essential for the organization. If the company fails to focus on the particular aspect, that is about the dividend aspect or about the retained earning, then company is not able to sustain in a longest period of time. Then after, it is already there in your book that dividend decision is one of the three basic financial decisions that is financing decision, investment decision and dividend decision. So it is really very crucial thing, that is to decide the dividend payout ratio to our shareholders. Here the dividend payout ratio formula is there, that is DPS, that stands for dividend per share divided by EPS, that is earning per share into 100. If company is not declaring any dividend, then the dividend per share will become 0 and the earning remains as it is. So if the dividend per share is 0, at that time the dividend payout ratio is 0%. If the organization declare their total earning by way of dividend per share, so at that time the dividend payout ratio is 100%. Then if company only declare the few amount out of its total earning, then the dividend payout ratio will become 25%. So the dividend payout share, the dividend per share is differ from organization to organization. So that's all about our introduction part. I hope it is clear to everyone that what is dividend and how the organization put maximum focus on it. So that's all for today. Thank you students. Thank you so much.